Hi there, it's Kathy at One Sweet Shop. I made a video and realized my sound was not on. So, so this is my resin video, and it's going to turn into a resin demolding video, is what it's going to turn into. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop all of these resin pieces out of their molds. I did some in yellow like this, and I did some in green, just so I could have a variety of colors of leaves. And it didn't take long to actually have these set. I think these ones were like not even, I don't even know, 12 hours. It was very quick. I do have a UV light somewhere, but I never had some resin to use with it. So I just kind of packed it away, and now I'm thinking, gee, I think I could probably maybe use that UV light on some of my resin, because I do have one bottle of UV resin that my daughter gave me. So I'm just going to unmold these. These are like croissants and things. And then we'll make a little bit more. I'm going to put these right here so that I know that I have to be right there in order for the camera to pick me up, because I tend to fall off camera. So these are really cute little snowflakes. I tried not to overfill them. It was really hard to not overfill them. So I'm going to keep trying. I'm sure I can perfect it if I have a smaller tool possibly to dribble the resin in with. But these will be great anyway. I'll use these as little charms or things to fill in things on pages or dangle off a pin or a button. I could maybe glue them on a button even. Some of them are so small, and they're just adorable. So I don't think I need another set of these snowflakes though, but they are really, really cute. So, and I'll take and I'll trim them up a little bit with a really fine pair of scissors. I'll trim the little corners and make sure they're good, or I'll sand the bottom or something. But they did turn out well. Some of these little, look at these little ends, they didn't unmold. So, which means that this mold right there is probably not very good. I ordered these snowflake ones, I do believe from Temu, this winter. So, and some of them are pretty good, but some of them, you know, leave something to be desired there. Whoops, that one's gone. But I'm really excited about the miniature molds that I got. Look at that one. That's beautiful. Like, that one turned out so perfect. Couldn't ask for a perfect snowflake like that. This mold was beautiful. And this one I had ordered from Temu a different time. So I ordered this one back in November, I do believe, this mold. And this is a fantastic mold. I really like it. It's a little deeper than that one, but it's perfect for what I need. For there's some little pieces of resin on here. Perfect for what I need for making snowflakes. So I'm going to move these over there too. These are all snowflakes. Now this was some flowers, and I had made some, on video, I had made some yellow ones like that. And I thought, well, you know, it'd be nice to have another flower to put with it. Oh, there's another leaf. Another flower color to put with it. So I thought, okay, I'm going to do some brown ones. And I can paint the little centers possibly, maybe white or something. And this mold here is absolutely fantastic. I've only used it a few times, but it sure makes beautiful flowers. These flowers are gorgeous, and the mold is very deep. But what I did when I was molding, I'll show you what I did when I was molding, when I mold these next ones. Because I'll probably use this one again, maybe. I'm not sure. I'd like to make some little red ones. I've got a lot of resin on the edges of it. I'm not sure what I'm going to clean this with. Maybe acetate? Then I had made these ones, and I want to show you these. This mold did not work out as well as some of the other ones, but then I'm not quite sure what type of flower this is. But I'll keep experimenting with it. It may be that this mold works better with clay, so I may have to use it with baked clay instead. So we'll see. I see that some of the petals are kind of lost in there, and I'll still use them. I'll do something with them, but it might be better off to use that mold with clay. And then this mold I had ordered from V-Clay Designs, and this one made beautiful. I have made clay flowers with this mold, and it worked out perfectly. And I just wanted to see what it would look like with resin flowers, because this is the first time I've used this mold for resin. But it seems to have turned out great. These look pretty good. I kind of like them. They're very small flowers. It worked perfectly when I was using it for clay, because you really have to take your tools and push everything into the little spaces in order for everything to be in there and set properly. So we'll probably, I don't know if I'm going to use that one again today, but we'll see. And here's some more that I molded. I molded some of these little croissants, and I don't know what those are, cream puffs maybe. And then I had molded some little bear heads, which I thought were adorable. It looks like they're kind of like Raggedy Ann or whatever, because like those have faces. That little bear has a face, but this doesn't, and it has like stitches, but maybe it's the back of his head, I'm thinking. And that could be, actually. It's possible that we have to mold the front and the back. And then this is a little paw print, and I just love the little paw print. I thought that would be so cute as little cookies. So I may make some of those out of clay, just because it would be really fast to just bake up a couple in here and keep putting it into the cooker and baking. Now these little bunny rabbits on this one, this is phenomenal. I made these bunny rabbits. I want to show you these. Oh God, they're so small. Let me see if I can, oh, what happened? Did I break his ear off? Look at how tiny those are. I am going to put these on the top of some cupcakes. That's what I want to use them for. I want to make some little cupcakes, and I'm going to put these little bunny toppers on it. And look at how small those, oh, I lost one. Lord knows where it's going to go. Okay, there we go. Whoops. If I can pick them up here, they're so small. Oh, I lost one into here. And, oh, did I break his ear off? I hope not. And there's one there. Look at how small those are. So I'm going to make some more of these, because I want to make a whole set, and they're going to go onto little cakes and some muffins that I'm making. Now I'm going to show you a couple muffins. I did make these 3 muffins, and I actually put some icing on them before I went to work today. But I'm going to make some whipped icing for them. And then I decided to mold a couple more. Now look at how sweet that is. That's the tiniest little muffin. I'm going to have to sand the top of that one. I had a little extra resin. And they're all different colors. So these ones are kind of like little brown chocolate muffins or whatever. I'd love to make the paper wrappers, but I'm not sure. We'll see. And then this is the top. Now this I made out of clear resin, so I can paint it. So I'll paint that. And then it'll go on one of these tops of one of these muffins too. And then there's a smaller one yet. And to me, that's just crazy. That's crazy how small that is. That is absolutely perfect for what I want to make. And you know, one of these little bunny rabbits, like that one might be a little too big, but one of these little bunny rabbits on a muffin is going to look so cute. But on this muffin here, I'll show you what else I molded. I molded these tiny, whoop, oh my goodness, I need my tweezers. Yeah, let me find them. I have them here. There they are. This is a flower. But look at how tiny that flower is. It's crazy small. Here's some more. Then I made some teddy bears. I'm not sure if you can see these teddy bears. I'm going to have to zoom in. But let's unmold those. Look at these teddy bears. They're almost perfect. Perfect little faces on them. When I molded these, I took a toothpick and I poked into the holes so that I would have their face would be perfect and it wouldn't have any air bubbles where their noses are. And this turned out great. And everything comes out nice and clean. This is a perfect little mold here. These little teddy bears and these rabbits too. I absolutely love these rabbit molds. This is another mold I just got. This has little flowers and I thought I could use some of these on, say, some perfume. Like if I'm making a little perfume tray, I can use them there, or I can use the really tiny ones. I have smaller ones than this. Tiny, look at how tiny that little, oh gosh. Look at how tiny that flower is. It's crazy small. But they do unmold perfectly. Oh, I don't want to lose it. I have lost about 10 biscuits on the floor already. So now I'm being extra careful. But look at those little tiny flowers there. And they're going to look beautiful on things. And there's little sakuras. And I love the sakura flower. Like, it's probably one of my most favorite flowers. And then this is the biscuits. Here's some more, there's some more. Oh, I'll bring all these over. There's more flowers in here. I've made 2 batches now of different flowers and things because I wanted to have a little bit of a variety to stick in a little container. Here is some more muffin tops. There's a little red one. There's a little red bear. Here's some more teddy bear molds. Oh boy. Oh, these. Now these, I want to show you these. These are really cute. These ones are from the biscuit mold. And I'm going to be doing tins of biscuits. Probably for Christmas, I think. I'll make some tins of biscuits. And these are going to be the biscuits that are going to be in them. This one has a little heart on it. Look at those tiny biscuits. And they have the little tiny dots on them. Just like little crackers. So, oops. I started off making some yellow. And then I thought I'd make a few brown. And now I have a few more. And these ones are some more brown. And this resin is so nice. I can actually trim the edges and things. And it's no problem at all. So I'm going to be making some more of these little biscuits. I'm going to show you how I do it when I mix everything up. Because I'm not quite sure how many biscuits it's going to take yet to fill a tin. But it'll probably take a few of them. Trying not to break my bunnies there because they're so cute. I'd like to gold foil them. Make them into chocolate Easter rabbits. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I have one more mold to show you. I also made these. These are frames. And I had made another video of, right here. Here's these little guys. I made a different video of making frames and framing some pictures. But I'm going to try and see if I can put some of these pictures also behind these little resin frames. Resin frames might be too small for them, but I'll see if I can find some pictures that can go on them. And I'm going to be molding more of these resin frames. Now, this one here is crazy tiny. These are more flowers. These are all flower. I don't even know where to put these to show you them because, you know what, they're probably going to stick on my finger. And they're so small. I think these are for nail art. But that's okay because I'm going to use them on little cakes and muffins and cookies. These are going to be my decoration. So, I can't even get them to get off my fingers here. Oh boy. But I'm going to demold this because I want to make some more. And I want to use these tiny, tiny, tiny flowers. So I worked today and it was a wonderful day. It was snowing this morning. because I live in the land of snow here. It was snowing this morning, but it's all starting to melt and the day is warming up already. It's just absolutely gorgeous out. I can't wait to see my children tomorrow. I'm going to go do some visiting because I'm off. And hopefully I'll be able to do a couple more videos because I've been doing an awful lot of crafting. And actually, I want to show you a punch I have. And I had it packed away for a very long time. And I found it the other day and I thought, wow, I got to show you this because we're going to make some silverware. And I actually have a punch for silverware in miniature. So we're going to make some miniature silverware. There, I think I got, oh, except for that one. I don't know. I don't even know if I can get this thing clean here. I'm going to just pull it off to the side here and see if I can get that stuff off of it. There we go. Now, this is another cupcake mold, but this one is actually larger. And I won't be using this, but I might use this when I make my wrappers for my tins. I might actually use this and push it all into there just so I can get these grooves. Here's some more little things. Here's a little paw print. A tiny mini donut, because I have some tiny donut molds also. I'm not going to make any more of those right now. I'm going to do them out of clay. Oh, and here's another little rabbit. Look at how tiny that is. That is crazy tiny. There we go. Drop them down there. Oh, here's some flowers. I don't want to lose those flowers. And they seem to be going all over the place here. It's almost like they have the static on them. Oh, here's another flower. I'm going to get something to put them in so that I don't lose them all, because it's a big possibility right now with as small as they are. I'm going to see if I can, maybe I can, I had them on this piece, I have a piece of board here, and I had them all on there, but I want something down on it. I know what I could use. Ha! I forgot I had one of these. And it's just been sitting around because I took the little wooden things out of it. And I was going to use it for some shelving in my... I want to make a little store. So I have all these little setups of shelving for my store goodies. But this is not very deep, this one. So I'm kind of rethinking my thoughts on it. So I took this one and put it off to the side. But I'm going to scatter these in there because it will hold them for me. And I can't wait to make some more muffins. I want to make them and ice them. And then kind of figure out what scale it is that they're molding at. I think there's some that are like Barbie size. And I think there's some that are much smaller. And it's the smaller ones that I want because I want to mold here. Here's my mold. I have a mold for some little cutting boards. And I'm going to mold some cutting boards. And I want to put some muffins and some baking goodies on it. That's my plan for that. If I can find my tiny rolling pins. If not, I'll make some out of clay. So I'll make the right size to fit it all. But these are, the leaves are phenomenal. I love them. They're absolutely beautiful. I'd love to put some holes in them and make earrings out of these. These would be so cool. So I don't know, I have a little bit of pigment for resin, so maybe I'll try something like that. Okay, I need something to get underneath here so I can scoop it up. There we go. Yeah, these are so small, but so much fun. So we're going to make a little batch because I've already taken up so much time here already today. There's another little flower. Oh my goodness, they're all over my fingers. They won't leave me. Okay, here we go. Get in there. Oh, here's another one. It's like they have static cling, these little things. Here's another one. If I don't get these into a little bottle or something, I'm sure they're going to be everywhere. Okay, I'm moving all that stuff to the side. And this is my little work area here. Now, I've got my resin. Here, I better open it up here. Get it out of its packaging. I do have large boxes, large containers of resin. I have like 8 ounces. And I have one that I bought at Michael's a long time ago, and I bought another one from somewhere. But I found this locally, and I thought, gee, I'm going to try it out and see how they turn out. And then I bought some pigment. What color? I have a red pigment, and I have a yellow pigment. I'm just opening these and tossing the packaging because I have a big bin here, and I just throw all the wrappings of things into the bin when I'm done at the end of the week, and then just haul the whole bin out. This is yellow, and I'm hoping on these ones here I actually used what was it? It was what is that called? Chalk. Scrapbooking chalk is what I used. And I thought, gee, you know, I'm going to try this pigment, and then I'm going to try mixing it with some chalk. The chalk worked phenomenal, and it didn't make the resin like not dry properly or anything. Oh, did I open this up the wrong way? I think I might have. Okay, here's my little cups. Here's my little stir. I might make a couple more frames. We'll see. Here's another cup. I was using this one with the resin. Ugh, it's still sticky. Oh boy. Great one, Kathy. Okay, so there's a couple pieces of chalk here. I dropped it on the floor, and then I went, oh no. Okay, let's get these in here where they belong. There we go. This is not the color I'm using right now. Here, I'm going to pull this brown one out. I've got a brown chalk here, and I've got a darker brown chalk. And put the blue somewhere else. These things are just in pieces because I've been using them, but like I have a whole tray full of them, and they're all sorts of colors. But they have to be the color that I'm using at the time. And I have 2 trays of chalks. So these ones are ones that I was like, I could use these. Use them up for coloring my pigment. So, okay, I'm going to set that there. Now I've got resin on my fingers. So now I'm going to use these 2 cups again just because I've been using them, and it's okay if I use it again. And at least if I use these, I have a pretty good measurement of what I'm using. So, and I can just come down here and measure it up properly so I have the right amount. Oh, I want that last little one there. Last little drop. I don't mix up very much at a time, so I don't really waste anything. And then I want to add, which one was A? Yeah, right here. I'm going to add that brown to that one. And I'm going to add a little bit of this pigment. How do I get this off of here? Oh, maybe I'm not using the pigment. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm going to add, is there a hole in there? I don't think there's a hole in there. Let's see. Is there a hole in here? There's no, oh! There is now. I'm going to just add a couple drops of that pigment into there before I do something with the resin and mix it all together. Oh, look, and I'm just coloring everything here. Let's mix that up a little bit before I do anything. Oh yeah, that gives me a nice little brown. A brown and a little bit of yellow tinge to it. It doesn't look chocolatey brown. I think I want it to be like chocolatey brown. So I'm going to, I did have a little, maybe it's not here anymore. Oh yes it is. A little file. Let's do this. Put some of this darker brown in there because I'd like it to be really dark brown if I could get it that way. Not that I want brown flowers and all, but I do for the rabbits. So, and I can make brown leaves. I don't mind. I can paint anything, so it doesn't really matter what I do with it. There's a hair there. I don't know what that came from. But I want to make some more chocolate bunnies. And I have a couple molds in here that I want to make. So, okay. Now this is the hardener. We're going to add that. Pour it all together. So it's all in one container. And then we'll mix that around. Nice. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Give that a good mix. Now, the working time with this is, it said 30 minutes. So I have lots of time to fool around and get the bubbles out, and I'm kind of mixing it a little vigorously here. I probably could go a little gentler, but we're going to start here, and we're going to start filling up this little cupcake mold here because I want some more little cupcakes. So every time I do something, I'm going to make some cupcakes. And I'll just drip a little bit here and there. I don't think I really need those little toppings right now because I'm going to ice them with my own. I have some Temu icing that I want to use on it. Now I want to do some more bears. So I'm going to start dripping some bears in there. Just because teddy bears are absolutely adorable. So I think it'd be nice to have some more teddy bears. It takes a little bit of time to fiddle around and try to not overfill. Well, it depends on how much drips off your little stick at a time, so. And then it seeps into the little spots, so. But this looks pretty good. There we go. Now, oh, I'm sitting kind of sideways here. Which one would I like to mold now? I think I want to do this cupcake here because I can actually maybe make it into a cake. So we'll drip a little bit in here. There we go. That's good. Put that there. Now I want some brown bunnies again. So I'm just going to drop little bits here. See what goes into his ears. I might have to use a pin to push it up into his ears. On my last video, I was a little messy with this, and I regretted it. And I thought, okay, this time I'm not going to be so messy. I'm going to be very careful and try to get just what I need in there into the little areas, and then I won't have so much that's slopping over to have to cut off. So, but these ones didn't turn out too bad at all. Little bunnies. I just wish that the mold was bigger and had more of them on it. That's my wish, because boy, it would have been nice to have like 50 little bunnies on a mold. Like that would make me really happy, because I'd be using, like, you know, I'd be able to just do a whole bunch all at once. Okay, so now I want to do some more biscuits. I'm definitely going to make some more molds of these biscuits, So I do have some mold making stuff, and it's almost like orange like this. When you make your mold, it ends up like that. I got it at Michael's. It was quite expensive. I think I paid like 50 some dollars to get this mold making solution. You mix it all together, and then you can make molds. And I'm going to make a whole bunch of more molds, and that's why I want so many of these cookies, because I'm going to use the cookies, and I'm going to make a whole bunch of molds, because I would like to do 100 cookies at one time. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. Once I get enough of these cookies made, I'll just lay them in the bottom of a thing, and I'll pour something this thick, and I'll make a mold of all the cookies. And hopefully it'll all turn out well. I'll cross my fingers. So these big flowers I really liked. I'm not sure if I can... They're not very deep. That's the problem. These ones are quite shallow, but I do like them. But they're so shallow that you really have to... I'm going to have to cut all the edges of these ones, is what's going to happen. Because it's not very deep. And it overruns the edges. So, but that's okay. I'll sand them off a little bit again. That's what I'll do. And then these ones here are so small. But the round ones will probably mold quite well. It's the ones with the pointy tips that are hard to mold. Don't want to get too much on them. See, and this one's pretty shallow too. So I think I'm going to try to make another mold, kind of like this. If I can find some tiny little beads this small. And I'll try to make another mold like this. I love this mold, but they're so little and they're so shallow. If it had been a really deep mold, it would have been fantastic. But the mold is not very deep. But that's okay. I'm happy. I'm happy. Happy with it. Okay, let's make... Whoa, I slopped that already. Let's make... There we go. A couple donuts. Just a couple donuts. And I just want little ones. I don't want any big ones. I'm actually going to be making some donuts out of clay later, so I don't really need that too much. And I want this because I want to see how it turns out, for one thing. Because if it's really good, then I'm going to make a whole bunch of them, because I think I want to do a trim in my dollhouse. Almost like, do you know how you used to have the tin ceilings in the olden days? I want to try and use this as like a tin ceiling if I can shade it properly. I don't know how many it's going to take. I'm going to have to do a small room, because to do one of the big rooms, oh boy, it'll take like 100 of these, and that'd be just crazy. But maybe I could make some more molds of this also, which would be okay. Whoops. Well, I'm just going to go like that. There we go. Let's fill it up. Fill it up, fill it up. There we go. Nice. So that'll give me another frame. Well, maybe I'll do one of this too. I can always decoupage a picture in the front. These are all different types of frames in here. Here, let's just pour some. There we go. Good. And then this one is another frame. I'll go around the edges. This one molded actually really, really nice. It was so simple, the way it molded. And it dried very nice too. Okay, well, you know what? Let's make a little medallion too. I like that. I have lots of resin in here, so think I see. I don't think I'm going to do that one. No, I think I'm going to do some leaves. So let's move this one on over. That mold is nice and stiff, so I kind of like it. Now I like these. They go pretty deep though. I'm going to make some more of these croissants though, because I like that croissant. I'll have to use some yellow, little bit of yellow chalk though to yellow the edges up a bit. And this is waffles. So I'm going to make a couple waffles too. Oh, that sounds so yummy. There we go. I'm not going to fill them right up though, because I don't want them to be so deep this time. The other ones were pretty deep. I want them to be a little bit shallow. Okay, perfect. Good. Now I'll use the rest to make some of these leaves. And I think I want to make the smaller ones. And then that'll be the end of my brown resin here, and that'll be perfect. That off there. Resin can be quite piddly when you're just doing little things, and I'm always doing little things. So the molding of stuff goes quite piddly. There we go. So it looks like all the snow we got melted, almost. There's still some on the ground. I have a swimming pool in my driveway again, which is okay. I'd rather have that than driveway full of snow to shovel. But I hope that winter is almost over here, because I'm tired of winter already. It's time to have a break. So we have molded all these again. This is a second video. I don't know how long this is going to be. The last one was 30 minutes, and I thought, oh, I can't do another 30-minute video. So that's it. They're all in there. They're all going to mold tonight. I'll tap these a little bit and make sure I get all the bubbles out of them. The bubbles come to the surface, and I can just breathe on them, and it'll stop the bubbles. So, but that's how we're going to do this, and I can't wait to start decorating these little tiny muffins and things. Look at, even that little bear fits on there so nice. So who knows, maybe I'll have a bear sitting on top of the little muffin, and that would look so cute too. So I don't know, I'm gonna have a lot of fun making things for my miniatures, my little miniature displays, and we'll see what happens with that. I really like these little cookies too. My gosh, those cookies are the cutest little things. And these little muffins too. I can't wait to decorate those up. So much fun. But thanks for joining me and watching and checking out some of my little crafties here. When I start decorating up the muffins and stuff, we'll take a peek and stuff and see how they all turn out, because I have some other canes, different canes, nail canes that I'm going to use to kind of make it a little more flamboyant and stuff. So that'll look pretty cool. And these are kind of, they're kind of see-through. So I'll probably, these ones I'll probably paint them or shade them maybe before I gloss them, I think. They're going to be a real pain to be glossing because they're so small. But we'll see what we can do. Anyway, well, thanks for watching my video, and maybe this will inspire you to make your own little resin minis or decorations for journal charms or journal pages, or just your dollhouse. Anyway, have fun. Bye-bye.